Yo, what's up, y'all? So I know I have not posted in the past 2 months or so. So I just decided to like make a video to talk about what I've been working on lately, or updates, I guess. So the first, I got a few things to say. First of all, was working on my own personal website. Ignore this. I don't know what this white space is, but anyways, was working on my own personal website. I guess a portfolio site, and I finally got it up and running. It's running with Heroku, but yeah, this is how it looks. I'm going to be posting blog posts, so if you want to get a reminder when I post a new blog post, you could just add your email here. The link of the site will be in the description below. Yeah, also post some of the projects I work on. Yeah, and some domain names that I bought in case somebody wants to buy it from me. Yeah, okay, so I only have two blog posts right now. There will be more later, but for now, this is it. Secondly, I created an Instagram account in case anybody wants to follow me. I will be posting blog posts, updates on projects I'm working on, so on and so forth. And speaking of updates, I am working on. I recently, well, in the past 2 months area, I recently dived into this project idea I used to have, but never really got into it because I thought it was too broad for me to even start working on it. So the name of the project is called Capitalist. Well, first, I made Capitalist an organization because I'm going to give continuous updates to it, and I might even add more repositories to it for different sections of Capitalist. So I made an organization in case if anybody else wants to add to it, I guess. But anyway, so yeah. So what is Capitalist? Capitalist is basically a free to play multiplayer game, right? And this is where players take up the roles of citizens in the country and slash city of their choosing, right? Right now, that is the main idea of capitalists, right? They just want to they they play the role of citizen, they earn money, they gain money, so on and so forth, right? That is the main purpose. But right now, what I have capitalists doing, because I wanted to get the country framework, or I guess setting everything working before I really dive into the whole idea of citizens, of people taking the roles of citizens, right? So right now, one second, let me just run the capitalist file. This is the capitalist server is running on Repel right now because I wanted to also create a bot for program for it to be used. Okay, okay. Player. Okay, so now that this is up and running, let's run the bot program. Failed to log in. Cancel. Yeah, run one more time. Okay, it's logged in. So the bot, basically what the bot does is basically it logs into a it logs into the game, and then it joins a server because the game has different servers that can be created by me or the players themselves. But to create the servers, you have to pay money. But we'll go a little bit more into that later, right? Okay, so now let me run the client side. The client side is using Electron because I wanted to make it an app that you can download, because then it will be able to allow me to detect when you actually log off and log on to it, and also allows me to use different functions that I would not be able to use or fully understand how to use if I were to make it web based only. Let me so npm run start. So the first window when the program starts, the first window you see is the main window. It's basically a login screen, right? And then when that login screen is loaded, it checks if you're already logged in the client side. Like if the client already has you as logged in from last time you played a game, and if it does, it takes you to the home screen. But if you're not logged in, it stays in the login screen and waits for you to log in or create an account. But I already logged in because I was working on the project, right? So it's just gonna take me to the home screen. So that is just slow right now. So yeah, the design is a little bit iffy because, well, for one main reason. Personally, I didn't want to go that deep into the design until I got everything working because it would be kind of retarded. My bad. It will not make sense for me to say, oh, I want to make sure this looks great without actually making sure it works great. You know. So yeah, let me just get this loaded. Okay, so it went into the login screen and it noticed that you already logged in. So it went into the home screen. The home screen is kind of loading right now. It's acting slow for some reason. Okay, see, it noticed you were logged in, and then yeah, all right. When I actually package the program, I'm going to remove all those console log in case, just in case, so nobody will be able to see the data and stuff like that. But yeah, so this is how it looks, right? This is how the home screen looks. It has your service being that the service that you created, right? And other service is a service that other people created, but you have a country in that server, a country, a business, or so on and so forth in that server. So it would load it up right there. So, but this system server is the general server that every person who creates an account will automatically have their location in it, I guess. Alright, so let's see. So this is how it's first loaded, right? If you decided to be a country user, right, you will get this option screen. And this option screen is basically cities. It will be a list of your cities going just downwards, right? And then this will show oil, iron, food, and water is right over here, but you can't see it because of this white blob for some reason. But water's right over there, right? And then once you click on the city you want to click on, you can change the name, you can increase the tax each citizen is paying in that city, the level, the max population. You cannot increase the max population because the max population increased based on level, but you can increase the amount of miners, food manufacturers, iron manufacturers, and water companies, right? That's what I've. And the second one is the alliance system. I know the looks is terrible, but we'll fix that later. So the alliance system look like this, right? When you search the name of the person country you want to become an ally with, and if that country is online at the moment, it would send them the request immediately. But if the country is not online, is not online at the moment, we're going to save it into our database and wait for the next time the country becomes online, and then send them saying so and so wants to become your ally. Do you want to ally with them, right? And then there's are some. So and then once that happens, then this will be loaded up. It will show the countries. See, this is an example. Doc City wants to form an alliance. Doc City is the bot I have up and running, and let's just say deny an alliance request because we already have it there. But I'll fix it so that if you're already allied with somebody, you will not be able to create another alliance. I'll fix it later. See, bugs I have to fix. So when you click on the person on your alliance, right, it will show the flag of the country and the name of the country as well. And then to show the trade deals like army trade deal. One second. So Dang, this white screen is. So this is what I'm trying to do. The same thing I'm trying to do. I did with the alliance, right? For army trade. So okay, first let me explain the trade deals, right? So there are certain things you can do with alliance, right? You can send army from one country to another to help out the army, or you can send goods like oil, iron, food, water, etc., etc. Or you can use, or you can talk to the person, talk to the country. But to talk to the country, you have to have communication and trade setup, communication, trade, and transport trade setup, right? All this three setup if you want to be able to talk or have a communication with a country, right? That's why there's this communicate option. And if you want to send army trade, if you want to send army from one country to another, you have to have this setup, and then you just click on send aid, and then and you say how much, which type of aid, army trade, resource trade, a money trade. And money in this game, money is called capital. I know, right? So, and then when you send it, it checks if you have this too, and then it sends it. And then another type will be the transport trade. Transport trade, this will allow you to send resources like oil, iron, food, and water. You can send those if you have transport and trade setup. And the last type of trade will be capital trade. But for that, you only have to have trade setup, right? Okay. And which brings us to the bottom option right here. This send aid, I've already discussed it with the send aid and stuff like that. Communicate is you have to have this setup, and sell goods and buy goods. So sell goods would be more like an annual thing. Like for example, if you want to sell 100 oil every 2 months, 2 months would be like what, 2 seconds I guess. 100 oil every 2 months, or maybe 2 months would be 2 minutes. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But I will later. So if you want to sell 100 oil every 2 months, right, you have to have the transport trade setup, the trade setup, and for oil, like because it's a resource. And if you want to buy, if you want to whatchamacallit, sand, well, money will be more like aid, but anyways. And you have the options to end an alliance for whatever reason that you want to end an alliance. You can just click end alliance, and the whole alliance will be gone. And then the go to war option. When you click go to war, the whole alliance will be destroyed, and you will be at war with that country. I mean, that's all I have right now, but I would see if I can give like what, weekly or daily updates of what is going on and happening with the game, however. And if y'all think I should make a separate YouTube channel just to talk about the updates in the game itself, let me know in the comments down below. Oh yeah, and this is the announcements of things that are happening in the game. For example, this shows Capital just joined the server, has joined the server and stuff. Yeah, but if you guys think I should, dang, what was I talking about? Right, if you guys think I should create a separate YouTube channel to talk about the updates of Capital, let me know. But the updates will be on YouTube and might be on my Instagram story. I don't know what I'm going to do with my Instagram. I might just be posting updates or say, oh, I posted a new video, so on and so forth. Do not know yet. But see y'all later. Peace. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.